Hey guys, this is part one of a 3-part series I'm doing while I'm just sitting out here waiting for my doctor's appointment. The 3-part series will be of grief, guilt, and growth. This part one, of course, will be grief, feeling grief. A lot of us have lost someone in our lives. If you're one of the ones that haven't lost anyone in your lives, you are extraordinarily lucky. You have been able to cherish all of your loved ones up until this point and not lost any of them. But at some point you will. And at that point in time, you will feel grief. You will feel a loss for someone. Someone that on some level you maybe didn't care enough for while they were here. You didn't give them the attention that you wish you would have. And you may be left with questions that aren't answered. And you don't know how to get that closure without that person being there. But you will be able to move on. With time, you will be okay. Grief is something that all of us, at some point, might even feel overwhelmed by. We might feel broken by. I personally recently felt very broken. And the community around me and the people that showed up in my comment section were really, really helpful. They were very nice, very comforting. They gave me words of inspiration. And for the most part, that's really the best thing that any of us can do in a situation like that. And to an extent, that's why we have such, large gatherings whenever somebody passes away, is you can see all the other loved ones around you. You can see all the other people that also cherish that person, and you can grow those connections as well. But after that time has passed and you're left just alone, don't think about how much you've lost. Think about how much you had while that person was there. Think about how much good came from them. And then in the event that they're not here anymore, think about, if it's an elderly person, think about the fact that they are not suffering. If it was a young person that, was sick for whatever reason, was, hurting for whatever reason, again, they're no longer stuck in that situation or are no longer in pain. If it's a young one that, and this is where we're going to get into a territory that's kind of harder for me. If you have a young person that didn't have health problems and succumbed to a Great Depression or, like abuse of drugs or even a car wreck or something like that, something unexpected, basically, I know that can be one of the hardest things to recover from. But the biggest thing, you have to keep your head up. You have to remember that you have a fight as well. You have people that cherish you. And you have to keep your head up. I know it's hard. And I know it will take sometimes an almost impossible amount of time. But it will eventually get easier. I'll see you guys in the next part.